What's good? Santí back with another video, and this one is entitled "Semen Retention is the Masculine Advantage." Man, I don't even know where to begin. You feel me? But so when it comes to you coming across semen retention and you developing that awareness of reality to the point where it's like, okay, you're being initiated into the red pill. You know what I'm saying? The forces of nature are pretty much initiating you to be aware of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Like the ultimate reality of things. And when we talk about, you know what I'm saying, retaining your seed and cultivating a healthy relationship with your masculine, with that aspect of masculine energy from the sexual standpoint, you will have to set boundaries, you feel me? You have to set boundaries. And you have to also become aware of, you know what I'm saying, the nature of women, society, and what's ultimately going on, because there's a lot of things that are taking place that are seeking to trap the human condition and keep us at a lower state of being. You know what I'm saying? And so when we look at social media, you know what I'm saying, from like Facebook, Instagram, dating apps, you know what I'm saying, like Tinder, Bumble, you know what I'm saying? There are a lot of different mechanisms that can influence us to quote unquote relapse. You know what I'm saying? Or put us in a position to keep giving away our sexual energy, that power over that sexual energy to women, right? And so what you have to become more aware of in terms of just like Instagram and things of that nature is through this process, you're going to see how, women carry themselves. You know what I'm saying? You're going to start noticing different types, different personality types in women, and you will begin to also see a common theme amongst women on social media, right? So a lot of women are taking on masculine traits, right? This can be credited to many things in terms of society, but one of the most influential factors is feminism. Now, the roots of feminism stems from white women fighting against the oppression from white men. You feel me? Granted, because of colonization, different European nations, different Caucasian, you know what I'm saying, societies or whatnot. I mean, these men were going in and colonizing, and they were raping women. You know what I'm saying? They were raping black and brown women globally. You know what I'm saying? And imposing their will upon them. They were imposing their will upon the land, disrespecting nature, and they were doing this to women. You know what I'm saying? So feminism becomes dogmatic in the sense that, okay, it's granted, everyone should have the right to self-determinism, but not to the degree in which it imposes suffering on another. Okay, so the idea of feminism and the idea of equality is right in the sense of allowing women the same right as men in order to determine their livelihood, period. Okay, now the problem now is that because a lot of women don't have the right guidance, you know what I'm saying? And as I've stated in previous videos, a lot of men being reckless with their sexual energies because they don't have appropriate male leadership. You feel me? So the same goes along the lines of women is that, well, they don't have the appropriate type of leadership neither. You know what I'm saying? In terms of just understanding their femininity and how to work with it in a healthy way and balancing out their femininity with their masculinity, but understanding too that a lot of women are dominantly feminine. We're not talking about that, this is not incorporating the LGBTQ. This is focused solely on women that are identify themselves as women and they can give birth and they can have children. You know what I'm saying? But so like with feminism becomes dogmatic in the sense that it starts to fix a certain mentality that is not in alignment with the nature of things and the cycle of things. You feel me? Everything goes through cycles. Nature is the ruling mechanism. Nature is a living system. You know what I'm saying? We live on a plane of existence known as the earth plane that rules and regulates itself. So as I've stated before, you have those same mechanisms that regulate your being as a man and as a woman, right? Certain ways of thinking go against the nature of things, okay? Feminism goes against the balance, essentially. The whole point of feminism is supposed to bring back the balance of the masculine and the feminine. It's not supposed to put the feminine above the masculine. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of women are doing that. It's like, okay, you're doing the same things that men did to you. You know what I'm saying? And see, the drawback to that is that women taking on a predominantly masculine frame puts them at odds with men. Because while they're over here preaching equality, it's just like you are not equal to a man. A man is not equal to you. We are not the same. Okay? We have certain commonalities amongst each other because of the fact that we have a nature. You know what I'm saying? A nature that is sometimes synonymous with one another. You know what I'm saying? Because we are still human beings and we come from nature. But at the same time, it's that women need to understand that they're not men. You know what I'm saying? Us as men, when we start delving into semen retention and going inwardly, we have the advantage over women. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you retain your seed. Especially when you retain your seed and you dictate and regulate that energy on your own accord, right? Semen retention is a masculine advantage because masculine energy compared to feminine energy is greater in its amplitude. It's greater in its mass. You know what I'm saying? In its reverberation. You feel me? In its outward force. Women, and see the problem with women who cling too heavily to the feminist ideal is that they try to take on masculine traits as if they can be a man. You cannot be a man. You know what I'm saying? A woman cannot be a man. Like true. And see, the thing about semen retention is that we know, and as I've stated in previous videos, that it enhances your masculine frame and it makes you more grounded as a man. No type of feminine energy can dissuade true masculine grounded energy. It can only conform to masculine energy. And that's what feminists don't understand. Semen retention combats feminism, right? Because the problems that feminism is trying to attack is that, okay, men have through different mechanisms for the last, probably I would say 1,000 years, with the implementation of colonization in Western society and its development as a power, you know what I'm saying, and cultivating the new world, has oppressed women, right? Has sought to control their sexual organs and dictate it when man doesn't have the right. Just like a woman don't have the right to come and dictate my sexual organs. She don't have the right to tell me what I can do with my motherfucking penis. She don't have the right to tell me what I can do with my balls. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I don't have the right to force myself on a woman. It's all about the balance, you know? So feminism was sought to break away from that patriarchal, which we see there is patriarchy in different aspects in society. You know what I'm saying? You can see it from a religion, them postulating God as a man. You know what I'm saying? But so with you practicing semen retention, you're stepping away from that social conditioned thought that we have been conditioned into as men because we haven't had appropriate leadership. So the system is going to dictate. It's going to dictate that, you know what I'm saying? It's going to, because of its different mechanisms, try to condition us to be lower frame, lower frame and lower frequency men. Because alpha man is from a thought wave, an alpha individual from a thought wave. An alpha individual from an energetic thought wave, thought form, state of being, cannot be dictated by society. You rule yourself. You know what I'm saying? You rule yourself. You're self-determining. So with semen retention, you're taking that power back from women. You're not attaching with women so heavily to the point that they dictate what you do and they rule over your lower being. They rule over the root of who you are, which is tied to your sexual identity and your sexual energy, right? So that's what you need to understand. I don't know if y'all can see that. Man, this is a supplement, man. This is something I had tried, man. It's called Alani Nu. You can get it from GNC. But it's like natural energy. I don't really drink energy drinks like that, but but it's a natural supplement. But so like practicing semen retention, you're activating that true raw masculinity, right? And when you think about it, women are trying to assume the position of men through feminism, through misguided feminism, right? Like I said, feminism has its place, but now it's become dogmatic. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole point of feminism was supposed to be to respect the feminine nature, respect woman's nature, which ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But now it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, but y'all are trying to be men. And y'all are trying to take on masculine traits that really don't help you all in the end. And that's going to be tied into my next video. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these women are trying to take on masculine traits. And men are over there being feminized in certain degrees. You're feminizing yourself when you masturbate too much. You know what I'm saying? Because you're wasting testosterone and nutrients and all of those things that build you up as a man. You know what I'm saying? So you're increasing the development of estrogen. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to make you weak. So semen retention is the activation. You know what I'm saying? It's a masculine advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because it really brings you into the power of masculinity that just goes beyond the physical. You know what I'm saying? Like it goes beyond the physical. It taps into the energetic realm, the auric field, and extends outwardly. So like I said, the masculine energy, it is outward going. It is outward facing. It asserts itself. You know what I'm saying? In a way in which femininity cannot. You know what I'm saying? And so practicing that semen retention, it brings you into your inner power as a man. You know what I'm saying? And then you just realize like, okay, men, we do have the advantage when it comes to our sexual energy, our masculine energy, what we're capable of physically, mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because that semen, it can expand your intellect and your awareness as you retain it. And it does what it needs to do beyond just you just ejaculating and getting a woman pregnant. You see that it has other latent benefits and abilities. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, keep pushing through in this journey, man. In this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the things that I touched on in this video. You feel me? But yeah. That's all I wanted to talk about, man. Y'all through savage, you know what it is. Santí. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler back at you guys. Love. Salute.